So today again, we have one amazing interview with Hui. Hui is part of an agency. There are actually two founders, but only he could make it. But they basically have been right now with us in Agent Velocity for 13 weeks, so a bit over 3 months. And they have had some amazing success. So I wanted to get Hui on a quick interview, share some tips and tricks so you can replicate his success. Could you do a quick intro background check? Who you are, what you guys been doing, how's life looking like?
So my name is Hui. I'm based here in New Zealand. I'm originally from Australia. My business partner, Christian, is from California in America. And we both started this agency together probably about 3 months ago, I would say. About my background, I've actually been around in digital marketing for quite a while. I started in 2016 is when I started with Facebook advertising. I was drop shipping. I was always kind of involved in like Facebook advertising, worked at a couple of agencies here and there, but cold email outreach was something like quite new to both Christian and I. And we kind of pivoted from our original idea of like what we wanted to service as an agency, mainly after joining this program. So it's been great.
Before you joined the program, like 3 months ago, what was the process looking like in your end?
Great question. So we were actually in another program. I probably don't want to mention the name of that program, but we joined through like some guy's YouTube video selling us the course. And we originally had the idea of starting a Facebook ads agency because that's where my skills are. And I've been previously a Facebook media buyer for like other agencies and been doing that for my own e-com stuff as well. So that was the original kind of plan for our agency. And then after joining that other course, we just felt like it wasn't really it for us. And so we had to pivot and we were kind of looking for something else that we could do. And Christian was actually the person that stumbled across Agency Velocity. Once we joined Agency Velocity, we started exploring cold email outreach and have been seeing a lot of success.
What do you think was like the main thing with the other program, other course? Why wasn't that it?
So not to discredit that course at all, it was quite good in certain areas. However, we found that that course lacked a lot in the outreach sort of like modules. Just as an example, like their outreach, what they were teaching was like just DM people through Instagram and or do paid advertising, right? And we just kind of heard that and was like, yeah, but I'm sure like there's got to be something better, right? Because both Christian and I kind of have a little bit of that, shiny object syndrome, and we were thinking like, we're both kind of like a little bit lazy, right? So we're like, we're not about to sit here and Instagram DM people every day. Like, even if we do that for 24 hours a day, it's not going to be nearly enough. We knew at that point we needed to look at something else. And luckily enough, we came across you guys.
We have been working together now for around 3 months. What is your situation right now in terms of just how many clients you're working with, what kind of revenue you're pulling, what is your agency looking like?
At the moment, we're around between 20 to 25K MRR. We just signed 2 more clients today. So I think we're at like 12 clients. And I think we're getting a lot more confident in terms of like who we onboard now as well. And we're comfortable to just drop people we think we can't get good results for. So it has been a bit of fine tuning.
Yeah, that's the process, just running feedback loops on the client process, seeing what to exclude, what to include, what to double down on. It's funny when I see you guys dropping wins every single week. Again, new client, again, new client, again, new client. You're doing pretty cool deal structures, pricings. What is your like go-to price or deal structure right now when you sign someone new?
Yeah, so we have 3 main plans that we offer our clients. And, they're like small, medium, and large sort of plans that we have. The typical plan looks like a setup fee and then like a performance-based monthly pay. Typically clients, we thought they would go for the smaller plan, right? But finding that they're going for the middle and larger plans, I think it's also the way we present the sales presentation. So typically a setup fee on the small plan would look like just above like 3,000 as a setup. The medium one's around 5, and then the big one's around 10K. And then we would charge $300, $400, $500 per result sort of thing.
That's sick. Yeah, I truly like that. You're able to do a lot of price magic positioning when you have 3 different plans, some hormozy level stuff on it. So that's always sick. Now, after working with us for 3 months, where do you think that you have gotten the most value? If you just had to pinpoint one thing, what would it be?
Oh, definitely the outreach method. Before joining this agency, we didn't know exactly how we would go about doing outreach. Our initial plan, like I mentioned, was, paid advertising through Facebook or something. And we knew we weren't going to like DM people personally every day, or even we considered before this course, maybe hiring VAs to do that on our behalf. But we also realized that they would be capped by the hours, right? So we just knew that there was something different. And you guys really provided that for us, I think.
That's amazing to hear. Yeah, I think cold email is the king in that sense. Of course, paid ads and VAs, like there's crazy methods there, but just for starting out, I think it can get pretty crazy to start hiring from different time zones some VAs and training them up. I have tried it out. I have never really enjoyed it that much myself. When you joined us, when you hopped into the program, what was the main problem you were trying to solve? What did you feel that you're missing? Like what were you trying to get out of working with Agent Velocity IO?
It was actually a few things, man. Like we were lost in a few different areas. Firstly, we had a whole different industry in mind that we would go after. And even the service, we thought we were going to do something different. We thought we were going to do Facebook advertising as a service. But also just like you guys gave us a bit of structure around like what we should be looking for in terms of a product market fit for our agency, and also guidance on like what type of volumes we should be hitting and things like that.
And now after 3 months sitting at around 25K a month MRR, how do you think that has improved your life in a sense? Like, has there been any bigger epiphany or any big impact that you have seen from that?
We're a lot more passionate now. In the beginning, we were a little bit disheartened because actually before joining, we didn't have any clients, right? And we had already tried to start an agency probably for a month or two prior to joining this, but didn't see any success. We're a lot clearer in terms of what we need to do. Our brains are less foggy in terms of like when we wake up in the morning, what we actually need to do. Obviously, there's more work now, but we're kind of learning to enjoy the process a lot.
Yeah, exactly. I feel that that's a big one actually that a lot of people don't even realize. When you're a little bit in the trenches trying to figure it out and trying to find like the service market fit and all of that stuff, it's unclear, it's annoying. You don't know really what to get motivated for. So then when you crack it, then you can just go full steam ahead. I completely agree with you. I've seen that in myself as well. If you never started working with us, what do you think your life would be looking like, or your agent would be looking like right now?
Shit, good question. What would my life be looking like right now? What we've found is just the community as well. It's a lot motivating to see other people winning as well. And it gives us like a glimpse into like, actually, there's real people getting results, people just like us. Prior to joining this course, it was all just like those YouTube guys making it seem a lot easier than it actually is, right? And that's how they sell you into their course type thing. Because of like the network and the community, we find that it's actually like the real deal, you know?
That's amazing to hear. Yeah, that's like what sometimes gets me a bit mad. People saying that, yeah, easiest way to make $10,000 a month. Like, fuck, bro, it isn't easy. It's not easy at any point. Like you can pick like the whatever niche, whatever service, it's not gonna be easy. So that's, yeah, that little bit stands out to me when I see it.
For sure.
So you mentioned that Christian was the person who originally found out about Agents of Velocity. How did that happen? Where did he find us and what really got his interest?
So actually, you guys weren't the only people we found. The thing with Christian and I is like, we'll buy anything, man. Like we're kind of those suckers that are like, fuck it, just buy it. And like all it takes is like one client for it to pay itself back sort of thing. So we actually simultaneously signed up with you guys and like, I think 2 other courses or coaches as well. You guys obviously provided the most impact. And then I think Christian found you guys on Twitter or something, or like through someone on Twitter that referred you guys. But we were pretty much just searching the internet and buying anything that we thought was like sort of thing.
I have the same vision on it. I have bought last year. I spent so much money on coaches because yeah, it's true. You just need one client and it's going to pay itself off. Especially like Agent Velocity isn't anything crazy. It isn't 5 figures even. So it's fairly easy to get an ROI on it.
Yeah, the ROI for Agency Velocity has been quite good for us.
I also feel the same. I probably am the easiest close ever in a call. Like if I hop on a call for a coaching program, bro, I'm going to buy it. Whatever they sell me, I'm going to buy it.
Yeah, it also goes back to us being a little bit lazy, right? We're just like, we need help. Like we'd rather get someone else that knows exactly what they're doing to help us. Like we don't want to have to just like figure this out by ourselves. And so yeah, I think that's what really made us like want to join as well.
It's a life hack. It's legit buying back time, and time is the most valuable asset in the whole world. So it's a so easy ROI on it always. So how would you describe working with us? So day to day, you get started with us, or in the long run, you have some problems or ideas or whatever you might have. What does it look like to work with us and our team?
Yeah, firstly, I love that like it's very chill. I mean, there is a bit of formality, right? But we like the fact that you guys are just available to chat on Slack whenever we have a question, and you guys are quite responsive too. So we find that it's just, even if it's like annoying, stupid questions, like if it comes to our mind, we'll just kind of message you guys and you guys would have some sort of response for us. So we found that aspect of it quite good. And also that it's up to date. Like you guys update the content, like the Notion with the course and everything. Like I've seen multiple updates of that already over the past couple months. Whereas some of these other courses, they have like all this shiny like interface. It looks all good, right? All these long videos and stuff. But a lot of that stuff is just outdated, you know?
Yeah.
So we find that it's very good, up to date, and like it's fluid in the sense that we can just hit you guys up.
I agree with that as well. Some people, they make a course or make a coaching program and they build the material, and then 2 years later, they haven't maybe done it themselves for 2 years. They have no fucking clue what's happening in the market right now. That's like what we have been like super focused on, because we still do it on day to day. All of our coaches have clients. So it's like we can just do whatever we do with them and then just update the course. And also, obviously, we just were talking with one of the coaches, Rob, and like we are seeing 100 A/B tests a day when we are going through 100 different agencies campaigns. And so it's like the data that you get from just coaching 100 agencies, it's fucking crazy. How likely are you to recommend us? Like if someone is watching or listening to this right now and they're like on the edge, maybe wanting to hop on a call, hop on a coaching program, what would you say to someone in that situation?
Oh man, it's a no-brainer. Like, especially at the price point. It's actually, this course was one of the cheaper ones that we bought. And coming into it, we didn't have like that much expectations around it. But you know, you guys, obviously when we joined, it was a whole different story. I would say complete no-brainer at all. Even if you don't have the money, man, just put it on your credit card, because like in the next month, it's gonna pay itself back, you know? I feel like if we didn't join this course, like we would probably not be as further in our journey as we are now, probably like even like 12 months later. So it's really changed a lot for us, like helped us a lot.
What do you think that we can really improve on? I think that's also always really important to know, and we are always looking to make it better. We are building the program for everyone. So what do you think that we could add or improve or maybe take away? Anything in mind there?
I think what I will say that you guys are doing well, and I think you guys should keep doing that as like one of your main like strong points, is definitely just being up to date with the things that are going on in the space, like with best practices, because you guys are in the trenches. It's very real knowledge, whereas a lot of these other guys, they might have more clients than you guys, they might have more students, they might even have more money than you guys, right? But they've been around for so many years, they've lost touch, and they're kind of like in a whole different space now. Whereas I feel like you guys are like still very in the trenches and really about, you know, like the day-to-day things that are happening in the space.
That's perfect. Yeah, you can't get really that far away from running the agency, because otherwise you're gonna just you're gonna lose it. Like some guys, they're so big already and they haven't like looked or sent a cold email there, or they haven't talked to a client in years. So they're like a little bit out of touch there. But yeah, that's amazing to hear. Thank you, man. The last question that I have is, if someone is listening to this, they're like, yo, like I want to start building my agency, I want to build a Legion agency, and I want to ramp it up to 25K a month in 3 months. What would be your advice for that person? What do they really need to prepare for? What do they need to do? What do they need to take into consideration?
I would say two main things, and I do think these are the two most important things that would drive the needle in your journey. Firstly, it's a volume game. And we realized that very quickly once we started with you guys. It is a volume game, right? So volume game, number one. Secondly, I think you got to have a good product to market fit. You can think that you have a good product to market fit, but you won't really know until you test it with the market. And I do feel like those two things, if you nail that, that's about 80% of the work there.
Yeah, I agree. That was really well summarized. You got to be selling something that someone wants, and then you need to go ahead and do fuck ton of volume to sell it. Any closing remarks before we call off this video?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you guys again for like helping us on our journey. And we're still in the very early stages of our agency and our journey. So we hope to really like, you know, grow with you guys, and hopefully this will be a better case study in 12 months time for everyone. So yeah, just want to say thank you. Thanks so much for the support. And we really appreciate like all the knowledge, all the experience that you guys have provided us. Really happy to sit here and talk to you guys and do this interview.
Thank you, man. That means a lot. And also appreciate having the chance to work with you guys, because it has been really cool. You have the right mindset. You fucking go get it. So thank you everyone for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got some good insights. If you're looking to build a lead generation agency, go check out agencyvelocity.io. Go see a little bit of the materials, go see the case studies, go see what we do. And if you are looking to speed up your process, you have some money set aside, book a call with us, join the team, and let's start killing the game.